What's going on, everyone? This is a QuickBooks tutorial brought to you by me, your host, Andrew, at QuickBooksTV. Today I'm going to be going over how to merge a vendor. So let's get into it. I'm using QuickBooks 2013, and I've got my sample company open. Right away I'm going to go to my vendors list, which is done by the graphical menu at the top. Or alternatively, you can go to the vendors drop-down list and then select Vendor Center. I always maximize, and you can see in this example I've only got 2 vendors, just to keep it simple for you. But for our purposes, these vendors here are the same. You can see I've got Walmart with a dash, and then I've got Walmart without a dash. And sometimes when you're going through QuickBooks and you're making entries and you're doing things quickly, you might not recognize that maybe you've got a nickname or an account already set up. And another example could be, some people get confused with United States Postal Service versus USPS. So say you just start typing U and then S. Well, United States Postal Service, all spelled out, is not going to come up when you start typing USPS when you write a check. So you might have a duplicate vendor. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to fix that. You can't just delete this. So if I try to delete Walmart here, this second Walmart, it says we've got a problem here. You've got some transactions that are associated with this vendor. You can't just delete that. Now, you could make this inactive, right? But that's not what we want to do, because we have another vendor here, and we're actively using Walmart as our vendor. So we're going to stay away from this. Do not make this inactive if you have a naming error here, where you have one vendor with 2 different names. So I'm going to click Cancel. And I'm going to show you just the other vendor. I wrote a check to Walmart, and then I had a credit card charge to Walmart. What the other alternative some people will do is they'll say, okay, I'm going to go into each one of my transactions, and I'm going to change it from Walmart, my old Walmart, to the new Walmart. You could do that. However, there's 2 problems with that. 1, it's very time consuming, and 2, if you've made any general journal entries or if you've made any deposits, there is a chance that this vendor name won't show up in your transactions list. It's kind of annoying and it's weird, but you could potentially miss something. And if you go to delete that vendor and you don't see any transactions in this window here, I'm in the Transactions tab, you'll get the same error we did before, which is, hey, I got a problem, you can make this inactive. But you look at the transactions list and there's no transactions there. Well, yes, there are, but for the type of transaction you're making, it just doesn't flow through to this window, transaction window. It's very annoying. I can't remember exactly what the case is, but I think that if you go back after you've made your initial entry, and I think it's journal entries and make deposits, and then you add a name. So you've made a deposit, you didn't add a name, then you go back and you add a name to a deposit. I'll just show you what I mean right here. So if I make a deposit here and I say received from, I can say received from Walmart. I'm not sure if that shows up if you didn't have received from Walmart in your first go around and then you came back and added it. Same thing with general journal entries. There's an option here to put a name, so you can just say you can have a bank account and then a name. You could say Walmart. I'm not sure if that flows through either if you've already made the journal entry and then you come back and add the name. So that's where the error could come from. Anyway, that was a long rambling complicated answer to this. But so the easiest thing to do is whichever name you want to keep, you're going to edit the other name. So there's no real right way to do this. Some people like the stylized Walmart with a dash and an M. Okay, great. I'm going to keep that one. So I'm going to go into edit. I'm going to edit the vendor, the name that I do not want to keep. So I'm editing the name that I don't want to keep by pressing Control and then E. And now, watch this. If I change this vendor name to match what I already have, so that's the name of my vendor that I want to keep, Walmart, and then I hit Control Enter to OK, boom. This says the name is already being used. Would you like to merge them? Yes, I would. This is awesome. Okay, look at that. We now have one vendor under the name we wanted to keep. We have both of our transactions. If you remember before, I can't remember which one. It was either the credit card or the check was under the other Walmart. Now it is pulled through to this Walmart. And if you don't have transactions, if you have transactions that aren't showing here, those will also now be associated with this new name. So it's the cleanest, fastest, easiest way to bring everything over and merge a vendor together, and really make sure that you're not missing anything. It's a lot better than making a vendor inactive, and I do not recommend that for you if you've got the same vendor with multiple names. So that's how we do it. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and send me an email or leave me a comment with your QuickBooks problems, and I will do a video about it to help you out. So have a good day. Thanks for watching.